Welcome to the Bucket List Buster Travel Show. Your Bucket List Buster Travel Show helps you make your bucket list dreams come true. Host Karen Duncan spent decades running the travel business. She, along with other industry experts, share their knowledge, travel stories, and wisdom about how to travel, where to travel, and how to have a stress-free adventure. Tune in, give yourself permission to focus on yourself, create lifelong memories with families and friends, and finally learn to relax, rejuvenate, and reconnect. And here's the host of your show, Karen Duncan.
Aloha, buenos dias, ni hao, yahate, bula, guten tag, bonjour, jumbo, boa tarde, everything's Irie, and good afternoon. I hope you're having a fantastic day. Hello, hello, hello. This is Karen Duncan, your Bucket List Buster, and I am so happy to be back in the mix. I know you guys out there have been wondering what is going on with your Bucket List Buster. I had some issues. I'm just going to tell you. I had some health issues that were just kind of weird. And it kept me from having the energy that I needed to be able to present a really good podcast and a fun podcast. I wasn't feeling it at all. So I apologize for having been gone, but I am so excited to be back. Lots of things been going on in the travel industry and in the world, period. We've had Dorian since I last podcasted in the Bahamas. We'll talk about that a little bit today. And the Bahamas wants you to know that they are open for business. We've got a special exclusive announcement right now about an event that's going to be going on in Panama. Yep, right here in Panama. And Peaks Cruises and Tours is about to offer something specifically for our listeners out there. And just, some door decoration issues going on cruise ships. Yeah, that's important, guys. I know it's not important to everybody, but some people think it is. And then we're going to talk a little bit about consolidators, who they are and what purpose do they serve in the travel industry in terms of airlines. So for those of you that are new to your Bucket List Buster, I'm Karen Duncan. And I've been in the travel business for over 24 years now as an owner of Peaks Cruises and Tours. Ta-da! And I taught travel and tourism in the Austin area at the community college level. Love everything about travel and tourism. And this show is to talk to you about travel news, travel trends, what's going on with cruise lines and airlines and beautiful destinations, technology with the Wireless Travelers, our friends over at the Wireless Traveler, and it's also to highlight people that are actually living their best life, living our bucket list. That's what we're doing. I relocated. I'm an expat, and I relocated from the United States to Panama, not Panama City, Florida. And we talk to other expats on this show that have made the same move. We talk about why, what we're doing while we're here. It's just amazing when you decide to step out the box, what you will do, and the dreams that you've had and how they all come true. So those are things that we talk about here on your Bucket List Buster. But since I'm all about traveling the world, I also like to give shout outs to people that are listening around the world and let you know what countries are actually listening to my show. So right now, the United States is you guys have come back gangbusters, U.S. listening. At one point, it was a little more leveled playing field around the world, but right now, the United States, France, Panama, Canada, Bermuda, United Kingdom, and Germany. Hey, guys. And cities that are represented, Mountain View, California, Paris, France, Baltimore, Maryland, Hamilton, Bermuda, San Carlos, Panama, that's where I live. Hi guys. Pittsburgh, PA, Providence, Rhode Island, Chicago, Illinois, Brooklyn, and Dartmouth, Canada. I love it. Thank you so much for listening to the show. And another thing that I'm doing is I'm playing around with the dates. You know, I've always done the show on Thursdays because I thought it was a great time of the week. People are getting geared up for the weekends. But would it be more advantageous to you if I did the show, if I actually loaded the shows on the weekends, on Sundays, so that when the companies open on Monday mornings and I talk about what travel specials are coming up for the week, you can take advantage of those earlier in the week? Is that something that would interest you? Give me some feedback. When do you listen to the show? It really doesn't matter when I actually air the show or when I have my interviews. It's when you guys actually listen to it. So what's the best time for you to have a new episode of Your Bucket List Buster out there and available for you to listen to me? I just kind of like to get some information. So with that, we're going to start with our show. I'm so excited for today. I just feel good being back. I really feel invigorated. It's a good time of year. It's the fall. People are starting to look for cooler weather, I think. It's the same temperature here in Panama, so it doesn't, we have rainy season and dry season, and it's rainy season right now, or going into our really heavy rainy season, so it doesn't matter to us. But people are starting to feel good. It's football season. Love me some college football. What's up, University of Michigan? That's my team. And we talk about sports travel a little bit. We're going to talk a little bit more about that in the coming weeks and some of the other sports and sporting events that you can travel for. The Olympics are coming up. People are starting to ask me about packages for those types of things. So we'll have lots of good topics coming up in the next coming weeks, so you don't want to miss an episode. So make sure that you subscribe to Your Bucket List Buster so that we automatically send you an update of whenever I put a show on and what the topics are, who our speakers are, and we'll go from there. So this is Karen Duncan, Your Bucket List Buster. I'm going to take a quick break, and when we get back, we're going to talk about this week's specials. That's it, Karen Duncan, Your Bucket List Buster. Be back in a minute.
Why stay local when you can go global?
It's gonna be free right about now.
With Norwegian Cruise Line, you can shift out of traffic and into vacation mode. Before you know it, you'll be free at sea. What is free at sea? It's your choice of up to 5 free offers, like free unlimited open bar, free shore excursions, and more. So sail to the Caribbean, Alaska, or Hawaii and vacay your way. Only on Norwegian.
To book your Norwegian cruise, contact Peaks Cruises and Tours at 512-529-3696 today.
You're listening to Your Bucket List Buster with Karen Duncan.
Welcome back to Your Bucket List Buster. Karen Duncan here. And this week's special, what's going on? Falling into savings. So AM Resorts, if you book a Fun Jet Vacations package with Secrets Resorts and Spas, you'll save up to 55%. Plus you'll receive $400 in resort coupons, discounted upgrades on selected room categories. And this is good through, if you book between now and October the 21st, and you have to travel by December 22nd. Viking, of course, they're always doing some specials. Viking Cruise Line, River Cruises, they are offering free international air plus special cruise fares through September 30th, so you'll want to take advantage of that. Princess Cruises has what they call now 3 for free promotion, providing perks for every passenger. So you get offers like free gratuities, free stateroom, location upgrades, and free onboard spending money. Everybody likes spending money. Up to $800 will be granted to all guests up to 4 staying in a stateroom. And free gratuities, of course, will be covered on behalf of all guests in a stateroom. Free gratuities do not include tips, though, added to the bar charges. So those are additional charges. And then the upgraded location for Princess. Then Norwegian Cruise Line has been killing this free air. If you are looking at taking a cruise, and air has always been an issue, especially when the international cruises, like going over to Europe or going to Asia or somewhere like that, Australia, they are actually offering discounted and free air depending on where you're coming from or going to. So you want to look at what's being offered through Norwegian right now. We are offering, and we still have some space if you're interested, Alaska. Yeah, Alaska, June the 23rd, 2020 to July the 2nd. We have a group that is going to do the highlights of Alaska. Wonderful trip. Ketchikan, Juneau, Skagway, Icy Point Straits, all the great places. Air from Chicago is 0 right now to get you to Seattle. You can't beat that, guys. So if you're interested, you need to hit us up at Peaks Cruises and Tours, or Facebook, or Gmail. Call me, send me an email. You know how to get in contact with me. Karen Duncan, your bucket list buster, or Peaks Cruises and Tours. I'm all over the place. But we do have some space available if you want to join our group. It's going to be a fun party. We're going to have cocktail parties. We're just going to hang out and do some really fun things and see Alaska. Go visit our friends over at the Stony Moose up in Ketchikan and talk to those people. We've got fishing, all kinds of excursions and things going on. So if Alaska's been on your bucket list, then this is an opportunity to join and go with some folks that are going to be going together. I think you'll enjoy that. But anyway, those are this week's specials. So what's happening in travel trends? So consolidators. There are times when people ask me about international air pricing because it's expensive to get over to Europe a lot of times, and Asia. We have an opportunity as travel agents sometimes to work and partner with what we call consolidators. They act as wholesale distributors for airlines and tour operators. And they provide travel agents the ability to purchase travel services for our customers at a deeply discounted price, allowing easy comparison of discounted airfares on most airlines operating worldwide. So what that means is you contact me, say you need some air. Maybe you're going on you've got a really good deal on a cruise or on a tour or just going to Australia. And the air is coming out ridiculous. The air is costing you more than what the actual trip is going to do. So you can give us a call and we'll go through one of our consolidator partners to see what air they're offering. And this is the way I explain it to people. Airlines want butts in a seat, on all seats, in all seats. They don't want to fly those planes, those long haul distances, and have empty seats. So when they know that there's chance that they could have empty seats, they'd rather offer that seat to one of these wholesalers or consolidators and say, you guys try to sell it at a discounted price rather than it be empty. And so that's what they do. And we can sometimes get some fantastic deals. Now, the cheaper ones, the cheaper flights sometimes don't have the best itinerary. So you have to decide, do you want the better itinerary or do you want the cheapest flight? But there are so many things in between the cheapest flight and the more expensive, all the way, the perfect itinerary flight that's going to cost you what you could go through the airline directly for. There's a lot of wiggle room in between there. So you just need to contact someone, if not Peaks Cruises and Tours, contact a travel agent that has the ability to work with consolidators and start looking for air pricing that way when you have an opportunity to do an international flight. So that's our